Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, it's Saturdays, back to Saturday Extravaganza time. 4 replays in today's video, going through a few different tiers. Tier 5 to start us off with the KV-1S. I know I did a KV-1S replay just a few days ago, and went through the characteristics of the tank. The tank used to be a tier 6 Russian heavy tank, and now it's not. Now it's a tier 5. It got changed some time ago now, and got a bit of a nerf. It got reduced back to tier 5, but it still does have a pretty groovy derp gun on it. I think the last replay did feature the derp gun as well. 122mm HE, 450 alpha, 61 penetration. It is HE though, so you've got to be careful. 370 for the heat rounds, 140 penetration. God Mode Dead from Snack Clan. God Mode Dead platooned up with his old mate Sandman 2015, and Sandman 2015 is in the same tank. Now, unfortunately, HE doesn't really go through brick walls all that well. We've just worked out that I don't think God Mode Dead has 6 cents in his tank. It doesn't matter though, because he's gotten rid of probably one of the most annoying tanks at tier 5, the tier 5 premium French artillery, the only premium French artillery in the game as far as I'm aware. Somebody said in one of my videos, somebody made a comment not too long ago saying that there is another one. I don't know if there's another one, but maybe there is. Don't pretend to be an expert. He's already got 1 kill. Make that 2 as he gets rid of the M8A1 at tier 4. 7-5 the score now. He's got 2 of those 7 kills, looking towards the Hetzer now. This is, if that's not a seagull kill, I don't know what is. There's his 3rd kill. 8-5 the score, 3 kills, 540 hit points of damage done. Rolling around with the derp gun, you just saw something fly towards him. The IKV-103. He can see that he's aiming at him, but it doesn't matter. Don't worry about him. He'll be back in the garage and he'll be fighting another battle before you know it. The old IKV-103. 9-6 is the score on Ents. Like I said, today's video is going to go through a few different tiers, a few different tanks. Tier 5 to 8, I think it might be. And we're also going to feature Community Contributor of the Month and hell of a nice bloke, Shell Sponge, also from 1AR Clan. A very, very good player and a very, very nice person as well. I was lucky enough to meet him last year in sunny Melbourne. And I'll tell you what a hell of a nice guy. Give him some love. Check him out on Twitch and YouTube. Those links will be down below with all the other stuff that I put down there. 10-9 the score now, as it's not looking 11-9 now, as God Mode Dead from Snack Clan confirms the top gun, but he doesn't want to just get the top gun. He wants to win this game. Gets shot by the Stuart tank at tier 4. One that goes a little bit wide, but who cares? The KV-1S from his platoon mate Sandman 2015. Looks like he's going up into the northeast corner to try and intercept the that M5 Stuart. It'll be a one shot. It'll be a one shot for Sandman. There he goes. He grabs his kill. 6 kills to God Mode Dead. 1401 damage. And now looks like he's going to start paying a little bit of attention to those KV-220-2s. Those KV-220-2s, they can carry a game. Don't worry about that. Preferential matchmaking, tier 5 Russian heavy tank. That shot goes a bit wide. Didn't quite have enough time to aim that one. There you go. His 6 cents did go off. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I didn't notice it earlier on in the game, or maybe he wasn't lit. Maybe his platoon mate was getting aimed at from those tank destroyers. Who knows? 6 kills. Maybe I just missed it. 6 kills to God Mode Dead. 1401 hit points of damage. He's waiting for his platoon mate to come and help. And he wants to try and tackle these 2 Russian premium tier 5 heavy tanks. The KV-220-2s. Well, they were one of the first premium tanks I got. I think I got it through some kind of mission years and years ago, back in I reckon 2013 or 14. God Mode Dead from Snack on 6 kills. Looks at the back of the KV-220, and that's what I said about heat rounds or HE rounds. When they hit tracks, they often don't do too much. Only 36 hit points of damage with that shot, but that's alright, because now he's giving him the side. He gets a little bit more, 80 hit points. Looks like his platoon mate shot the KV-220 as well, and those 2 KV-220-2s, they're not in a platoon, but they are working quite well together, as God Mode Dead takes one of them down to 67 hit points. Bounces a shot from from one of the KV-220s, the one that's on higher health. Now those two KV-220s, they did the right thing there. They focused down the Sandman 2015, who was on the lower hit points. That's a good way of trying to win the game. But God Mode Dead, he's on 6 kills. He's got his top gun, nearly 1,700 hit points of damage. He wants to win this game. He's going for the flanking manoeuvre. He's caught this bloke a little bit unaware, sent him back to the garage, taken the lead, or retaken the lead. Now the score's 14-13. Looks like the other KV-220 is trying to go around and round the building, and this is about to see something pretty good from God Mode Dead. Now he just gets him, it's only 52 hit points, but he tracks him. Now it looks like, has he used his repair kit? Did he fix his track? I reckon he might have fixed his track, and so he's just going to do it again. Now he goes unspotted, which is interesting, so I can't see how much damage he just did, but have a look at the turret on this KV-220. I'm not sure if his game's crashed or if his having a little bit of trouble with his mouse. I'm not too sure. It looks to me like the turret is moving left and right. He advises the Sav M43 to go around. I'll keep him tracked. I'll keep chipping away. Only 36 hit points. With that shot, he's down to 158 health. Finally, he's fixed his track, so I don't know if that was his repair kit or what. It was a bit hard to tell with the angle, but God Mode Dead on 584 hit points of health. The KV-220 on 158 is going to say, hang on a minute, I've got this, no problems whatsoever. Leaves him on 5 hit points. He's after Radley Walters here. Now he'll be saying, Sav, move away now, I don't need you anymore, I want this Radley Walters. Rolls in, shoots him again for the kill. No, it's not a kill. He leaves him on 1 hit point. And he only got 4 hit points of damage from that HE round. That's the gamble that you take when you're firing HE rounds in some of these derp tanks. He still has 231 hit points up his sleeve. He gets the final kill, confirms the win. A good tight battle, 15-13 in the KV-1S on Ensk. Not only an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge will generally get you featured on this channel, no problems whatsoever, but he's picked himself up a Mark of Excellence. Now we'll be talking a little bit more about Marks of Excellence in a couple more in the last 2 battles. Mark of Excellence for God Mode Dead from Snackclad. In the KV-1S, he also got the Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Bruiser Medal, Bruiser Medal, 5 for effect, 5 bonds because he got himself a Radley Walters, a high caliber, and of course a top gun for those 6 kills. Carried the hell out of that game with 1,386 base experience, 2,044 damage done, 8 kills. Apart from Sandman, he did nearly 5 times the amount of damage that anybody else did. That's not a bad result at all. You made 33,399 profit. That's with a standard account after tax. You did get 11,875 from an action or a personal mission payout. Might have been a clan booster or personal booster, something like that. And of course, that 7.5 minute game, he fired 22 shots, 17 hit. It says only 4 penned, but of course with HE, the pen, how many penned does vary. 13 of them did splash damage, which is a bit more of a relevant number compared for his 22 shots fired. Anyway, thanks for that replay. God Mode Dead from Snackclad in the KV-1S, and his old mate Sandman also in the KV-1S. Let's move on to our second replay. The second replay features another wheeled Ace Tank Mastery. Panhard EBR 75 FL10. This is Gloucester 173. Gloucester 173 picked up one of these bad boys as a 7-day rental. Might have been from myself. I'm not too sure. Maybe it was me. I don't know. A lot of the community contributors were giving out 7-day rental codes for the EBR 75, the premium Tier 8 French light tank, the wheeled tank with a 2-shot autoloader. Now this is from patch 1.3, so it has undergone a few changes with patch 1.4, this tank, and look, by the time this one comes out, maybe they'll be up for sale. Maybe there's talk of a marathon coming out to try and get one of these. I enjoy it. I have a great time playing it. It's a very, very hold my beer, I've got this kind of tank, which sort of suits me a little bit, I guess. 8 wheels on the bad boy, so you can't get tracked, but you can get flat tyres, and the flat tyres certainly do. They go. We'll see if Gloucester gets any flat tyres in this one, because it does look quite comical. You wobble around a bit, you might fall over, and he is on a mission, of course. Let's mention the mission. He's on Light Tank 14 for the T55A. He needs to do 3,500 assisted damage. Let's see if he can do it in there. Puts 2 shots into the Scorpion G and takes him down to a bit over half health. He waits for the gun to reload. It's a 2-shot autoloader, and one of the other features of this tank is it's very, very easy to auto aim. Previously, you used to be able to have a modification called Auto Aim Plus. Pretty sure it's banned now. I think there's a legal version of it, but I'm not too sure on what mods are illegal and not legal anymore, because I just couldn't be bothered, and I just stopped using them. But Gloucester 173 doesn't need them in this bad boy, because the EBR, all the wheeled tanks from tier 6 and upwards, they all come with the what would you call it? Enhanced auto aim? Is that what you might call it? You don't need to click directly on the enemy tank to aim your gun at it. You just need to be you do need to be quite close, but you don't need to be right on it. And Look, I don't know. It's probably okay for when you're trying to circle jerk tanks and all that kind of stuff. He puts a shot into the Scorpion G, sets him on fire, gets his first kill, 744 damage done, 225 assisted, looking towards that T54 lightweight. And look, he did auto aim just then, but as you can see, sometimes auto aim is not the best option, especially when a tank's running around, such as the enemy EBR 75 or the ELC. Which buzz around really fast. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. 3-3 the score, 744 damage done, 225 assisted damage. Now it looks like we're playing this replay in double speed, but no, this is how fast this bad boy goes. It does go very fast. And in patch 1.3, it had a boost function where you could hold down the space key, push forward, and you'd take off like a rocket. Now in patch 1.4, that's been removed. This is a 1.3 replay, so if you see me old mate Gloucester from the Squirrels do that, then don't be too concerned. It's from patch 1.3. This replay is. Doesn't quite land his shot towards the T44 100. Who knows? He's just running around here, having a great time, doing a few jumps. Does get air very easily, this tank. And of course, look, it is fun to play. It's a 2-shot auto loader. APCR is standard ammunition in this bad boy. 175mm. 175 damage, I should say, with the 75mm, 180 penetration. Premium is the heat rounds, which will give you 220. He's looking for this. He's looking for this T44. There's the enemy. There's the enemy EBR. I didn't see his 6th sense go off. Maybe he didn't have it, or maybe I'm just mistaken, like I might have been in that last game. 3-5 the score, so he's got a bit of work to do, and he's down to 207 hit points. So try. Hold his spear, gets a little bit more air in the EBR. 3-6 now, so they're down by 3 tanks. He's looking at these tanks, thinking some of these tanks are low health. I could probably clean a few up with my my 2-shot gun. However, he is pretty low health as well on 207 hit points. 207 hit points is a 1-shot for a lot of those enemy tanks. He also has the high explosive option, 260 alpha damage for 75 penetration. Let's see if he uses it. This is a tier 9 game on the Aussie server, I reckon. And what is it? Miravanko. He's on that mission. I mentioned the mission before. Needs 3,500 assisted damage. He's also on another mission for the Excalibur, just to do damage over any amount of games. And he's looks like he's slowly getting there for that mission. Puts a couple of shots towards the SU-101, who looks like he's getting the hell out of dodge. And what just happened? A heap of enemy tanks just got taken out as I was looking at those missions. Gloucester, though, is getting ready to start stretching his legs. And I guess with these light tanks, with any light tank, and similar to like the Batchat, the 1390, light and medium tanks, especially your Batchat, your lighter kind of medium tanks, they really do come into their own towards the end of the game. If you've got a fast and furious light tank with a few hit points up your sleeve, ready to rock and roll at the end of a battle, you can really stretch your legs and absolutely smash some of the opposition. 7-6 the score. Gloucester on 1 kill, 744 damage done, 225 assisted damage. There's his 2nd kill as he gets rid of the T54 lightweight tier 8 Russian, tier 9 Russian light tank. It used to be a tier 8. And, yep, I know, sometimes I get it wrong. 8-7 the score as the T95 goes down to the Strv. There's a Strv right up there at A3. The SU-101 hasn't been spotted for some time. The enemy team still do have a pretty good presence in that forest, and now the lead is reduced to 1. And Gloucester on 2 kills from the Flying Squirrels, looking to stretch his legs and just waiting for an opportunity to break through this 1-2 line by the looks of it. And kill all the enemy tanks, steal the ladies, and take all the glory. Now, I think it might be hold my beer time. He's gone straight for this corner. What's he doing? It looks like he's He's trying to use the boost function, but the red line's stopping him. See that arrow in the middle of the screen? That's that he's got lit up. He's getting the boost ready. And now, bang! This is what he's going to go for. Straight away, you're up to top speed. Top speed looks like about 85 kilometres an hour in this bad boy. I think he might have thought there would have been something here. Doesn't quite find it. And of course, I didn't even mention the other two, the two drive modes for the EBR 75. One makes you go really fast, really fast, but it takes a long time to turn. It turns like a bus. and the other one not quite as fast, but you turn really quickly. There goes the GW Tiger P. Picks up a little bit more damage, a little bit more assisted damage for that mission as well. He's up to nearly 1200 damage. Still got the 300 assisted damage. Looking at the Strv saying, please help me, boys. Goes for a tracking shot. Doesn't quite do it. Something else might have hit the Strv at the same time, because he just picked up 909 assisted damage on that Swedish tank destroyer. Looks like he might be getting ready to go for a rev. No, he's got to do a 3-point turn. It's not really a 3-point turn, more like a 15-point turn. And that's the thing, when you're on the fast mode, it does, the wheels just don't turn as far, because you've got 4 wheels on the ground. I think that's how it works. When you've got 4 wheels on the ground, you can't really turn too much. Turns like a train. 11-8, the score, 3 kills to Gloucester, 173 from the Squirrels on nearly 1300 damage done, 1300 assisted damage, and he's stretching the legs on the EBR 75 FLT, the Tier 8 two-shot auto-loading premium French wheeled light tank. Try saying that 20 times really fast. Searching for these enemy medium tanks and the light tank. There's an EBR 75 on the enemy team. He's on 2 kills. The SU 130 PM, I don't think he's been spotted this game. Guessing he might be up there in the northeast. T44 and the T44 100. They can be tough nuts to crack, those tanks. Those Russian Tier 8 medium tanks. They can be tough nuts to crack. Looks like he's thinking about premium ammunition. Not too sure. No, he's sticking with the APCR. Running around looking for these tanks that may be hiding in the magical forest. Let's have a look. There's one of them. T44 100 kills the Leopard PTA. Gloucester puts 2 shots into the T44. Gets a little bit more damage done. A little bit more assisted damage for that other mission as well. Not sure he's going to get. Not sure there's enough hit points left for him to get the 3,500 assisted damage. Artillery kills that T44, and he'll be breathing a sigh of relief, saying, "Your beauty." We can finally not worry too much about that heavily armoured medium tank. Finds a T44 100. He has got premium ammunition loaded, which is the heat rounds, and that second one, it looks like that second one is exactly what I was talking about earlier, about the heat rounds sometimes struggling with spaced armour, which includes tracks. Gloucester from the Squirrels on 3 kills, 1844 damage done, showing great patience. He's looking at the other EBR. First shot doesn't land, the second shot tracks him. He just blocked 175 hit points. That could have killed him. Artillery cleans up the EBR, and that just leaves the SU 130 PM. The Hupas one, the Tier 8 Premium Russian tank destroyer. The one that came out, I think there was a mission for that one as well. Wargaming really going nuts with these marathon missions for premium tanks, which I reckon is pretty good. It gets people playing the game, gets people looking to get something for nothing, or at least heavily discounted. I reckon it's not a bad way to give out some prizes. He's gone for the HE rounds. Gets 2 shots into the SU 130 PM for a total of over 300 odd hit points. The IS-3A gets the kill, and he ends up with over 2,000 damage, 2,000 assisted damage, and look, he'll be pretty happy with that result. At one stage earlier on in that game, it wasn't looking too likely that they were going to win, but Gloucester from the Flying Squirrels just says, "Don't worry, hold my beer. I've got this." Hold my beer indeed. Let's have a look at the result. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge from the old mate Gloucester from FSA. Not only was an Ace Tanker, it was also the Spotter Medal, Bruiser, Arsonist for setting that tank on fire. I think it was it the Scorpion G? I think it was the Scorpion G at the start of the game. He set the Scorpion G on fire. Fire for effect, he got some bonds. Orlix Medal for killing two tanks of higher tier, and of course he got second. The IS-3A looks like he had an absolute rip-up with over 3,000 damage and 6 kills. Hats off to him. He had a very good game indeed. But my old mate Gloucester from the Squirrels in the Panhard EBR 75 FL10, 2,175 damage, 3 kills, 1240 base experience. He fired 36 shots, 16 hit, 11 penetrated, over 2,000 assisted damage as well, and he made nearly 84,000 credits. In that 10-minute game with a premium account, that's after tax, 46,000 credits as part of a personal mission paid or an action. It could have been a clan booster or personal booster or something like that. Not a bad result from the old mate Gloucester in the Panhard EBR. Now don't forget, the Panhard EBR, that replay was from patch 1.3. and so that boost function has been removed in patch 1.4. Maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. Oh, who knows? I think it's a little bit of an ongoing investigation, or I guess they're watching all the numbers on how these wheeled vehicles perform. But look, I reckon they're pretty fun. Some people love them, some people hate them. What do you think? What do you think of these new French wheeled light tanks? Game number 3 is my old mate, the Flying Elite. Now, we're talking about Mark of Excellence not too long ago. The Flying Elite he loves putting marks of excellence on tanks. He's already got 2 on this bad boy. This is the premium Strv M42 57. I don't know how I'm going to refer to this tank. I'm just going to call it the Strv in this replay. This is the Tier 6 premium auto-loading medium tank. It's not a bad tank at all at Tier 6. It's an absolute ripper. I picked one up. It's a tank I enjoy playing. You can see that the Flying Elite's got premium consumable running around. That'll help his reload time, his aim time, his vision, because it looks like he's trying to get some vision over here in the central part of Westfield, as well as clip potential, all that kind of stuff, camouflage. He has been spotted, the 6th sense has gone off. Now this is a 4-shot auto-loader. You can see the Flying Elite's got all APCR. Now APCR is premium ammunition in this tank. It's 150 alpha damage, 190 penetration. He's not bothering with the AP rounds, which has got a 42 less penetration, because he doesn't care about the credits. He's going for his 3rd mark of excellence. Now when you're going for 3 marks of excellence, now I'm no one to give recommendations on how to go for your marks of excellence. I haven't 2-marked any tank. I've 1-marked a few. I've never 2-marked anything. I certainly haven't 3-marked anything. But Flying Elite is 3-marked a lot. Now marks of excellence work on damage done and assisted damage. They're your two main things, and to get 3, you've got to be right at the peak of the players on your server. It is server specific, so if somebody's really good at something on America or EU, it's nothing to do with the Asian figures. But the Flying Elite from Crown, who Flying Elite very kindly gave me some of those replays from Crown's campaign for the Soldiers of Fortune, but now he's going for some more marks of excellence. Picks up 2 kills in quick succession, 3 kills. No one else has got a kill on his team yet. 864 damage done, 748 assisted damage. Now assisted damage and damage done is what gives you those marks of excellence on that tank. Nothing to do with kills, but damage and assisted damage are the 2 ones. Puts 2 shots into the P43, sends him back to the garage, and before going for the reload, he just has a look around this corner, see if he can put these last 2 shots into the 25 TP. Who's there? There he goes. Blind shots work. That's why you got to take him every now and then. 5 kills to the Flying Elite. Still nobody else on his team has got a kill. He's platooned up with his old mate Saber. Saber from Daddy Clan. And Akura, also from Daddy Clan. Now, there was a dynamic platoon. I think he was already platooned up with Saber. And then I think Akura joined in not too long after. Puts 1 into the M4. Puts 2 into the M4. Can you get a full clip out? Who knows, because the tank is no longer spotted. Chooses to take a reload. Now, even though it's a 4-shot autoloader, the reload time is pretty good in this bad boy. And, of course, Flying Elite running food. What do they call it? Is it the meatballs? No, it's coffee with cinnamon buns for the Swedish tanks. That's gonna help that clip reload time. It's also going to help his vision for that assisted damage for those marks of excellence, and aim time. Of course, aim time is a big one, as well as throwing on some good equipment. 7-4 is the score. They're capping this one. Your Flying Elite will be hoping that his team don't choose to cap it out. And OI, look at the mini-map. The OI top tier heavy tank. Diesel Land Dust. What an in-game name from Noob Clan. That OI has driven all the way from the cap, all the way through, I'm guessing through this valley, to the cap circle. I wonder if is he still on full health? He is. So's the VK. Maybe the enemy team clearly got ruffle stomped on the eastern flank of this game, and the Flying Elite already calling out for no cap. Please don't cap this, boys. I need the damage. I want to get more marks of excellence on that tank. Puts 1 into the VK, puts 2 into him, puts 3 into him, and with his last remaining round, aims for the SU-85. He'd be tempted not to aim for the SU-85 and hope that the SU-85 picks up a reset or 2, but it looks like he's not. Looks like the SU-85 is not going to reset. He's down to 12 hit points, and Saber picks up that kill. 10-4 the score, 48 seconds left on the cap timer. So it looks like maybe the VK rolled off the cap then back on. So he's still going to get those cap points for his score, I guess, but he's going to let his teammates who want to get a little bit more damage, let them do that. Flying Elite puts a few into the KV-2, tracks him with the last shot. He'll be hoping for some assisted damage because he did track the tier 6 Russian heavy tank, the one with the big derp. Get some more assisted damage. That's going to go towards his mark of excellence as well. 12-4 is the score. He's got the 6 kills. He's already got the top gun. There's still 3 tanks remaining. The VK-30 01P over there in the northwest, and 2 artilleries, the Grill and the American M41. Maybe he'll be fancying himself for a Radley. Guessing he is spotting that one. There you go. There's 7 kills. Can he get a Radley Walters with 1 second left of the cap? No! They've capped it. They've capped it. Wow. The enemy artillery just killed himself at the same time. That's all. Maybe he didn't kill himself. I think he just escaped back to the garage. That's, well, a good game from me. I'll bring the right screen up, Stewie. Good game from the Flying Elite. Road to 3 marks. And Flying Elite, someone, is a community contributor as well. Make sure you check his stuff out. He knows what he's doing. And he loves 3 marking these tanks. He loves 3 marking them indeed. And if he keeps playing like that, he'll get a 3rd stripe on that tier 6 premium auto-loading Swedish medium tank in no time. Ace Taker Mastery Badge, Spotter, Bruiser, Fire for Effect. He got some bonds, hot for the high caliber and for the top gun. Top score there with 7 kills. Look, there was still 2 tanks remaining. He could have got a Radley. It looks like the enemy artillery might have. He didn't kill himself. I think he just hit go back to the garage while the game was still on. Maybe when he, who knows what happens. Maybe when he maybe he gave up. This is the guy? The guy was certainly playing. He didn't do too bad. But Flying Elite, 7 kills, 1374 base experience, 2,500 damage done, 24 shots fired, 20 hit, 18 went through, and that 1,500 assisted damage would certainly help with the marks of excellence. 18,000 credits after tax with a premium account. But he did have some boosters running, looks like battle payments as well as a personal mission payout, although it could be personal reserves, could be the clan boosters. That's why when you're in a clan that runs credit boosters, you can often afford to run your boosters, run your premium ammunition, all that kind of stuff to try and get those marks of excellence and not burn all your credits like the Flying Elite's just done there. He even made money, even though he was firing. He ran the food and he was premium ammunition all day long, but he still made some credits because of those clan boosters. Without those boosters, this would have been a very, very different figure. Would have been probably 30 odd thousand credit loss, which is a big loss on a tier 6 game. But don't forget to check out Flying Elite. He knows what he's doing. He runs a YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff. As we move on to our 4th and final replay, this is Shell Sponge, featured community contributor for February 2019, is in the SPIC, the tier 7 German light tank. I nearly said Russian then. Where's my mouse not working? He's already got 2 marks of excellence on this bad boy. Looks like 6, but he's running around trying to get 3 marks on this thing. And it's a tank that you might have seen on Monday for the start of Clan Wars week. Featured Shell Sponge doing a big flip in this tank. This game might be a little bit more serious, a little bit less silly. He's running around the SPIC looking for early spots on the enemy team. He's got 479 assisted damage so far, looking to put some pain into that enemy Cromwell as he aims down to where he reckons that Cromwell might be. 0-1's the score. The VK-30 01P gets taken out of the game. Sees the side of the Cromwell. He'll be thinking, yeah, give me some of that, man. Give me some of that. What's the gun like on this thing? He's got AP loaded. 90mm gun, 220 alpha damage, isn't too bad for a tier 7 light tank. 158 pen with standard. Heat rounds, 210 penetration. So considerably more in the heat rounds. I'd be considering HE looking at the Hellcat, but I'm guessing Shell Sponge is more concerned about getting the hell out of Dodge, because that Hellcat could have farmed him, and who knows what else might be hiding back on this ridgeline, aiming in Shell Sponge's general direction. 1,000 assisted damage already, so he might not have gotten too much damage out, but like I said in Flying Elite's game, if you're looking for marks of excellence, it's all about spotting damage and of course the damage that you do as well. 1-1 the score. He's running around the middle of highway looking for spots on the enemy team. Looks like there's 4 or 5 of them in the city, and he's not really in the right tank to do much in the city, but he'll be looking for whatever else might be kicking back his sniping. The IKV-90B picks up the kill on the Cromwell. The Cheeto goes down. I think that was in the city. Look at the minimap. Lots in the northwest. Shell Sponge will be watching that minimap saying, well, all those tanks in the northwest, plus a few in the southeast, this might be an opportunity to go either hunting for artillery or looking for flanking shots on these tanks that are in the city. Oh, he's in a light tank and he spotted Artie. What do you do when you're in a light tank and you spot Artie? You turn around, you aim at him. Looks like the Artie is not looking Shell Sponge's way. Puts one into the GW Panther. Takes him down to 118 hit points. He's waiting for that gun to reload. Load. Gee, that seemed to take an age, didn't it? That round to get to the GW Panther. I'm tipping the shell velocity in the SPIC isn't too good. And now he's got nice, juicy rear shots into the backs of these tanks that are fighting it out in the city. Gets a kill on the T21. The Skoda T25 gets taken out. And now Shell Sponge looking at the back of the KV-85. That one was just a critical hit. Did he track him? Didn't get any assisted damage for it, but this could be a kill shot. Can he do it? There he goes. 3 kills to Shell Sponge from 1AR clan. Community contributor. An all-round nice guy in the SPIC, the Tier 7 German light tank. Now, this is a tank that used to have a 3-shot autoloader in it. He gets spotted probably by the J Panther back there. There's Scrubber in his Type 64. Scrubber from Flex. If you've been playing for as long as I am, you might know Scrubber. Scrubber and Oz in a platoon on the same team, and they've been saying g'day in the chat during the battle. The score's 8-3. The Panther unfortunately got rid of Scrubber, but Shell Sponge will be saying no problems. I'll avenge your death, me old mate. I'll avenge your death, no problems whatsoever. Doesn't quite land that shot, but it looks like he does have the back of the Panther. He's going to go past these little silos. He doesn't want the Panther to be shooting at him. Shoots him again, takes him down to 59 hit points. One more will get the kill, and that'll be his 4th kill. No, something's shooting in the T71 CMCD. That's lucky it's not the auto-loading version of the Tier 7 American light tank. Otherwise, I think Shell might be in a little bit of trouble. That's his 4th kill. He wants to get the hell away there. He doesn't want that T71 shooting him because nobody's spotting that T71. I'm tipping that might be what Shell Sponge does next. 1203 damage done. 1121 assisted damage. He's down to a little bit under half hit points though. The score's 12-3. We're on highway and he's looking at that Tiger, that hit point pinata, the Tiger 131. He'll be saying, no worries, I'd love a little bit more of that. Former mark of excellence. He gets him for 212, tracks him at the same time, so even if somebody else gets the kill, he'll still get the assisted damage. Doesn't matter. Shell Sponge says 5 kills, Top Gun, here I come. Somebody hold my beer. T71's looking the other way. There's the Top Gun. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Where's the Crommy? Here comes the Cromwell. And he's like, come on boys, I'm spotting the Cromwell. You can shoot him if you like. Oh, it's alright. If you don't shoot him, I will. Puts him, takes him down to 491. Gets some more assisted damage. A little bit of a touch. The Cromwell tries to detrack him. He loses it to the KV-2. He gets killed by the KV-2. No! But look, the KV-2 was just being greedy. And my old mate Oz Panzer in the Hellcat picks up the last kill of that game. 15-4. It didn't look like that big of a whitewash, but Shell Sponge picked himself up a Top Gun. Not lucky enough to survive that game. But wow, that's why he's featured community contributor of February 2019. They should make it. Maybe he's going to be on a calendar. Who knows? I don't know what they're going to do next. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Spotter Medal, Bruiser, Fire for Effect. Got a bond for that Top Gun. I reckon he carried that one pretty well, and unlucky not to survive at the end. 1232 base experience, 6 kills, 2,135 hit points of damage done. He fired 19 shots, 13 hit, 12 pen. There were a couple of blind shots there. You can't blame him for some of those missing. 1,500 assisted damage certainly would have helped, not only towards that ace tanker, but also the marks of excellence. And he'll be on his way to 3. He'll get 3 marks in no time. I'm sure he's going to send me a message sooner or later saying, Stewie, I've done it. I've got the 3 marks of excellence. 34,500 credits. That's after tax with a premium account in that 6-minute game. Not too bad at all. And a shout out to me old mate Scrub and Oz. They didn't do too badly at all. And well done for Shell for avenging Scrubber's death and Oz picking up that last kill. Bad luck for the KV-2. Oh, it wouldn't have been intentional. He wasn't. The KV-2. Yeah, you're gonna take the shot, aren't you? Anyway, that wraps up today's extravaganza. Saturday extravaganza. 4 ace tanker replays in one epic video. Shell Sponge featured community contributor of the month. on the Asia server. Check him out. Links will be down below, YouTube and Twitch. And, of course, be old mate, the Flying Elite, in the Strv M4257. They'll talk about marks of excellence. He'll be smashing those Gloucester in the wheel tank. And, of course, God Mode Dead in the KV-1S. Thanks again for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.